What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to do something a bit special today. So it's been a while since I've done some IRL content, and I wanted to do something special since I've just got 100 subscribers. Thank you all for that, by the way. So I went ahead and went and brought all my guns out. I had this idea like a couple weeks ago, but I just didn't have time to do it, but now I have time. So I brought all my guns out. I'm just going to go over them for a little bit and get to shoot them and just kind of show them off for a little bit. So I got about 6 rifles and 2 pistols. I won't be able to shoot all of them. Plus, it's getting pretty late. It's about 6 o'clock my time. So, you know, it's in October, so the sun sets pretty freaking early now. So, but anyway, it's a clear day, no wind. Shouldn't disrupt any of the audio or anything. I got a target out about, this target's about out, about 25 yards away. So, using this rangefinder I bought. It's a Bushnell rangefinder. That's why I use the side of my targets and shit. I'm sorry that the quality isn't too good. I don't have a cameraman or anything, so I just had this like literally propped up. So anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, and go no particular order. Let's get into it. All right, starting off first, I have one of my hunting rifles. This is a Remington. Let me flip it over. This is a Remington Model 700. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it's chambered in 308 Winchester. Pretty big fucking bullet, if you ask me. I bought this because I used to use a Remington Model 7, but 243 to me isn't as easy to find as 308, so I wanted to get this. I got this for a Christmas gift. It has like a 26, 28 inch barrel. Like I said, 308 Winchester. I haven't been able to take it hunting yet, but I am excited to use it for hunting. I'm only using FMJ. It's a American Eagle, or Federal American Eagle, 150 grain full metal jacket. Just kind of like shooting rounds and to get it sighted in for hunting season. I haven't bought hunting rounds yet, but I'm gonna get around to it soon because hunting season is coming up next month, and I hope to get me a nice deer this year. Last year I got like a 9-point. I showed that off in my video going over my setup, so if you want to check that out, you can show the deer I got. But like I said, Remington Model 700. It's about like a $600-700 rifle, if I remember correctly. God, the sun's right in my face, but we're gonna go ahead and shoot it. Like I said, through a Winchester. I got a target set out 25 yards, not very far. Gonna wake up some freaking animals here. Gonna wake the neighborhood up. So I can load this thing in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this thing. Make sure you have ear protection on. Goddamn. For some reason that one didn't feed. All right, so I wanted to shoot 3 shots, but for some reason the second one didn't feed properly. But yeah, I guess I'll go check out the target, see where I hit. It's only 25 yards, so hopefully I didn't miss too bad. I'm not the greatest shot, admittedly, but you know, it is what it is. See what we got. All right, taking a look at the target, as you can see, there's like a shot in the 8 and just on the edge of the 9 and the 8. Not the greatest shot in the world from just 25 yards, but you know, I mean, it's kind of fucked. I mean, it's 308 hitting you. It's a pretty bad time, honestly. And fortunately, I didn't get to shoot it the second time. Plus, I didn't you know, reduce the magnification of my optics, so that probably didn't help either. But yep, first 2 shots still hit paper. It's also, I don't think the scope's like sighted in the best, but we're gonna be moving on to the next gun. All right, next up is probably the gun I've shot the most. This is my AR-15 chambered in 5.56. It's a DTI, if you can read that, obviously on the mag well right there. Like I said, it's my most fired weapon. I probably shot about well over 100 times, probably almost close to 1,000 times. Like I said, it's chambered in 5.56 by 45, not 223. Obviously, you can buy 223 AR-15s, but you cannot shoot 5.56 out of a 223 because the chamber pressure, if if you shoot 5.56 out of a 223 chamber, you're gonna fuck up your gun. So that's why I bought 5.56 so I can shoot both. I have a 6 Sawyer. I forgot to talk about the scope on the last gun. I basically just have like a Picatinny rail mount on the top that you can just screw in, and then I have the like a Dasco scope on the top of it. But anyway, I got a 6 Sauer Tango sight. It's a LPVO. It's a 1:6. If you play Tarkov, it's one of the optics you can get on there. It's about 300 bucks. Like I said, it has a pretty clean sight. Maybe I can show you it when I'm done with this video. Maybe in an extra here. We'll see. But anyway, like I said, chamber 5.56. I'm using Arms Core 5.56 NATO. It's 62 grain, full metal jacket. Nothing too fancy. Pretty cheap ammo, but you know, it's not steel case. Steel case sucks ass. But other than that, I have no other modifications. I used to have a foregrip on it, but I ended up taking it off. I might put it back on at a later date, but right now it's pretty much just pretty bone dry right now. No new, I don't have like any special stock or hand grips, A2 grip, and standard stock. So anyway, I'm gonna put like 3 or 4, maybe 5 rounds downrange, however many I'm feeling. So make sure my ear pro's on so I don't go deaf. Hopefully y'all can hear me good. I don't know if y'all can hear me very well from here, but hopefully it's good. Turn down the optic to like blue 3x. Okay. I forgot to load one in the chamber. That's embarrassing. Let's try that again. There you go. I shot about 4 rounds. Ejection port cover on. But yeah, I really like this rifle. I really like this scope. I've shot this more than any other gun I have, and I think everyone who is into guns should own an AR-15 because really not that expensive. The ammo is pretty easy to find. If you got a 5.56 AR-15, you can get 223, and 223 you can pretty much find anywhere at any time of the year. So anyway, yep, AR-15, my pride and joy. Unfortunately, I forgot to load chamber in, and I kind of just dry fired it. But yeah, let's check out the impact, see where we hit, and we'll get back into it. All right, here's the impact for the 5.56. It'll be, I'm not really a good cameraman. I apologize, but the 4 impacts at the bottom, the 2 in the 9 right there, the 1 almost in the bullseye, and the 3rd one in the 9 are all the 5.56 shots. Obviously, I'm a bit more accurate with the 5.56 because I've shot it more, and this scope on it is actually like properly sighted in, and I just like the scope better, and it's a more expensive scope anyway. The Dasco scope that's on my Remington Model 700 is like 50 bucks. Like honestly, I don't think it's more than $100. Like I said, the thing goes about 300 bucks. So obviously you're gonna have a little bit better performance there. But yeah, pretty solid impacts at the bottom there. Hopefully you can see that. Like I said, it's kind of hard because I'm using my phone. I don't exactly have a great GoPro or camera or anything, so I'm just using my phone to do these. But at least it's not windy, because if it was windy, you probably could barely fucking hear me. So, moving on to the next gun. Let's get into it. Oh, and by the way, I also forgot to mention that the AR-15 was also a Christmas gift. It was like the first gun I ever had, so just another thing. All right, guys, we're on to the 3rd gun. Is a Remington. I also don't know what shotgun this is. It's a Remington. Okay, the only thing I could get on this thing is it says Coast to Coast Stores Model 267 Series C. Right there, a little stamped on the receiver there. But this was a hand-me-down from my grandmother. It's a 20 gauge shotgun. Has a long ass barrel on this thing. I've taken this thing squirrel hunting multiple times. I've taken this thing dove hunting, turkey hunting, a lot of stuff I've done with it. One of my favorite guns as well. Shot this numerous times. Shot slugs through it. Buckshot, turkey load, bird shot, all of it. I only have one 20 gauge shotgun shell right now though, unfortunately. It's a a Winchester 20 gauge. It's just bird shot. I couldn't tell you the number shot it is, but it's the only shell I have. Hey dog. It's the only shell I have, and I want to shoot every gun. I really don't need ear puff for this because the gun isn't very loud, but I'm gonna wear it anyway. But like I said, 20 gauge. We're gonna shoot a bird shot through it, and yeah, we're probably gonna fuck the target up. I don't know how we're gonna do it from this far, but we'll see. If the dogs move out of the way. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I smoked it. The dang target fell over, but yep, 20 gauge, long ass barrel on this thing. I mean, this thing's barrel is insane. That's almost like a damn muzzleloader's barrel, or like an actual hunting rifle's barrel. This thing is long as fuck. Like I said, it was my grandmother's. She took it squirrel hunting a lot of times, so I also take it squirrel hunting a lot. I don't have any 12 gauges, unfortunately. I need to buy one. It's probably gonna be my next gun I buy is a 12 gauge. But like I said, this has served me pretty well. It's a really good shotgun. I personally love it. And I've taken it hunting multiple times and just shot it for fun, like at clay, and just shooting it for fun a lot too. 20 gauge is really common. Shotgun shells in general is really common. So yeah, go ahead and see the target. I tell you what, man, there's a lot of downsides to living out in the middle of fucking nowhere like this. For one, there's like no good internet. I have shitty ass AT&T satellite internet. But man, I love being able to just kind of come out here and just shoot guns whenever I want and not have to worry about going to a gun range with a bunch of random people and shit. Just get to shoot all my fun. But I absolutely smoked this target, guys. Holy crap. I don't know from that far if you can tell, but definitely when I come closer, you can see I just absolutely peppered this thing in pellets. Like I said, we're shooting birdshot from about 25 yards away, and oh my goodness, it had so much impact on it. It literally just knocked the whole target over. Don't know where the wad ended up going, because if you don't know, all the pellets and stuff are loaded in the wad, and the powder goes off behind the wad and shit and shoots out, and the wad comes out. But yeah, I just absolutely peppered this thing in freaking shot. So yeah, that was definitely still really effective at 25 yards. Probably helps that it has a very long barrel, but absolutely fucking smoked it. But yeah, also forgot to mention that it has a safety on the top. You know, a lot of shotguns have the trigger safety right behind the trigger guard. That one has like a kind of like a Mossberg safety on the back of the gun. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, guys, we got 3 more rifles left, 2 pistols. We're gonna go ahead and get into those here in a second. All right, guys, we're on to another hand-me-down, another one of my grandmother's rifles. This is a youth model Remington. It's a youth model of a Remington Model 700, like the other rifle I showed, but it's called the Remington Model 7. I don't think they make these anymore, actually, but like I said, it's a youth model chambered in 243 Winchester. These are hunting rounds because I didn't have any full metal jackets. I had a lot of hunting rounds left over. This is like normal. This is normal whitetail, like 100 and I don't know, something grain. But yeah, this is a hand-me-down. Has a really short, small gun. Has quite a bit of kick to it, and it lets out a lot of gas because of how short the barrel is. Shot my first deer with this thing. Like I said, I was mentioning that I used 243 before. This was the rifle I shot my first deer with. And it was pretty effective. It was about 80 yards away. Dropped it on the spot. 243 is a really good hunting round. It's just not as common as 308. That's why I wanted to get a 308. But like I said, this thing is still really good. This is gonna be my little brother's. I ended up getting it to him since I don't really need it anymore. But if I ever run out of 308, that's what I'm gonna get. But it has a pretty expensive scope on it. Unfortunately, it's not a lot of amounts for this rifle that I could find, because like I said, I don't think they make them anymore. So I figured something like, there's like 2 separate Picatinny rail mounts on each side of it, and I just mounted the scope rings on those. And that's served me pretty well. I think this thing is pretty much sighted in. Should be pretty easy to hit the target from just 25 yards away. So pretty accurate rifle. 243, like I said, is a really good round. I need to hurry up and get this shit over with because it's getting dark. I don't want to do, it's going to be damn near fucking pitch black outside by the time I'm done with all these guns, I swear to God. Anyway, got 3 rounds in there. I can load it in. There we go. She's loaded. Okay, she moved out of the way, so we're gonna go ahead and shoot this thing. Got 3 rounds loaded in. Gonna see how she performs. Safety's off. Gonna magnify the rifle for about 4 times, so the bottom, and the dog gets in the way, again. All right, guys, I should be good now. We're gonna go ahead and, like I said, finally shoot this thing. This thing's got some kick to it, though. I ain't gonna lie. And the action ain't it's pretty stiff. She pushes out a lot of gas, boys. You know, that's still, see, 243 is basically 308. It has the same casing, same amount of powder. It's just smaller bullet, higher velocities. Still has a pretty good kick to it, especially how light the rifle is. But it's not too bad, nothing too crazy. So yeah, this is the 243 Model 7. We're gonna see where we hit with those rounds, if we can find them, because it's not gonna be much bigger than the freaking 5.56. But we'll see. All right, yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing which one's the 243 and which one's the 5.56. I know that one right there is 243. I think so is this one. And maybe these two. Or maybe that one. I don't know, like I said, it's hard to tell because they're very similar calibers in terms of size. Like, you can tell the difference between 308 and 5.56 and 243, but I can't really tell the difference between 243 and 5.56. But I think they were all pretty solid hits. Like I said, it was only 25 yards. One of them was right there, I know for sure. I think another one was right here. And the third shot could be any of these 3, I think. Anyway, that's the last like bolt action rifle I have. Next up, we're gonna go into the ones that are gonna take a while to load, so I don't know if I'll be able to do them, but not. Yeah, we'll just do them. So we're gonna get into those. All right, next up is a muzzle loader, black powder muzzle loader that was given to me by my stepdad because he gave it to his son-in-law. He didn't really use it. He's not really into rifles that much, I don't think. So he gave it to me. It was a little rusted. I cleaned it up. Can't really see much rust on it at all here. A little bit of dirt, but that's about it. There's some rust on the barrel here, unfortunately. That was probably from me. But just a thin layer of rust on it. Obviously, it's a 50 caliber muzzle loader made by Wolf. If you can read that on there right here. 50 caliber black powder, Wolf. Wolf black powder is really dirty, so it takes a lot to clean these things. Pretty much every time I shoot, I have to clean it because black powder is so dirty. After you shoot like a couple times, it won't shoot again unless you clean it, unfortunately. So, and they also take a while to load. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, gotta get into guns that take a while to load. It's about to be dark soon, unfortunately, but I think I'll have enough time to shoot these next couple guns. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing loaded. It's gonna take a minute, unfortunately, but it won't take too long. All right, guys, I didn't want to leave you hanging. I just put the powder in, but I'm gonna show off loading in the bullet. We got a 50 caliber hoss of a bullet. Can't tell you how many grains this thing is, but it's fucking big. 50 caliber round, hollow point. This thing would absolutely tear up anything you shoot with it, but I'm not the craziest accurate with this thing. Go ahead and load this thing in. It's not easy. Kind of like to slam it a little bit. Make sure it's nice and tight in there. I think she's good. I'm not gonna use Ear Pro for this because this gun ain't very loud. Oh. Almost forgot the most important thing. The primer. Because you gotta spark Gotta use these little guys to spark the powder so the shot goes out of the barrel. I just lost it. Stuck to my finger. Just like so. Close it. Got a primer in there. She's ready to fire. There's no safety on this thing. You just cock the hammer back and she fires. So, I'm not very accurate with this thing, like I said. Hopefully I hit the paper at least, so you can see the big ass hole this thing gonna make. I think it produces a lot of smoke. But like I said, she fired. And that shit stinks too. There's the primer. I dropped it again. Like I said, this was a hand-me-down, or I guess something that my stepdad gave me because no one used it. Might as well give it to me. I don't know if I even hit the paper or not. I think I might see a hole from here because they're pretty freaking big. I don't know what this thing's 0 for. I think it's for 50 yards. I'm at 25 yards. I try to aim down a little bit, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and check it out, see where we hit. We'll definitely know where we hit if we look at it. Can't really see from this far if I hit it. I didn't even see the target move at all. Oh, nope, I see it. Right at the neck area. As you can clearly see right here, a massive hole. Right through there. That's 50 caliber right there. Yep, right there. So I actually did hit it. I was aiming low and I still hit high, so it's definitely zeroed for something, you know, further than 50 yards or further than 25. So anyway, that is gun, what was that, number 5? Yeah, number 5. We have one more rifle to go over, and then we're on to the pistols. Try to make this quick because, like I said, I ain't got a lot of time before the sun goes down. So we're gonna go ahead and go over the next rifle. Go ahead and load it. Spoiler alert, it's another muzzle loader, so let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm back. Here is the 5th and final rifle. This is a Tradition Spain 50 cal, black powder only. It's kind of like a traditional rifle, if you can read that. I don't know. It's kind of like more a traditional rifle. Instead of having a primer and break action and put the primer in the back, you have this little hammer right here. This was my grandfather's. Unfortunately, he's passed away. He passed away recently, and my grandmother gave me this to use since it's barely been used. And I go muzzleloader hunting and stuff, so she gave it to me to muzzleloader hunt because he's actually gotten a deer with it. He hadn't shoot it very much though, and unfortunately it was really rusted, and might be something I don't use very often just because how rusted it is. Some of the components don't even like work properly because of it, but it still does shoot. I have shot it before, so it has a really long barrel on it, pretty heavy, and it's got some kick to it. We got the powder in there. Hopefully I didn't spill any doing that, but I guess we'll find out here in a second. I have a 49 caliber ball. Hold on, I'll show you if I can get my hands properly. Little ball right here. Have a little cloth patch to help guide it down that I just made. And we're gonna go ahead and put it, start running it down the barrel here. Thank you. It actually went down pretty easily, fortunately. All right, gonna cock the hammer back. Like I said, we got these little percussion caps, which is used to basically ignite the powder. So be very careful not to spill these things because they're gonna be a bitch to find. I don't have very many of them. Record speed like that right there, boys. Just put the cap right here. Oh, my phone fell. as I was saying, just put the cap right there where the hammer is going to fall, and that will be enough to ignite the powder inside. Granted, if I didn't spill any, I don't think I spilled them when I was kind of showing it off. I was trying to keep the barrel up. But like I said, it's going to be a 49 caliber ball. About to be about the same size as the last one. Hammer's cocked all the way back, no safety. We'll go ahead and shoot this thing. That's how long the thing is. It's getting hard to see though. Well, that is not good. So the cap went off, but the projectile did not leave the barrel of the gun. I'm gonna try one more. Like I said, I might have lost the powder. I was pretty I should have loaded it before. I might have lost the powder before loading in the rounds, and now there's a round stuck in there that I can't get out. Let me try again. Nope. Bullshit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to shoot this thing. I apologize. Out of my own negligence. Is this upside down? Hope it doesn't fuck up the recording, but like I said, unfortunately this thing wasn't able to shoot. I think I might have spilled the powder out while I was talking about it. I tried to keep the barrel up, but I guess I didn't. I'm gonna try to get the round out of this later, but maybe if I can get the bullet out of here, I'll show it off some other time. But unfortunately I wasn't able to shoot this one, so yeah, moving on. All right, unfortunately that was pretty awkward. I'll admit, very unprofessional of me, but we're on to our first handgun, our second to last weapon. This is a Smith & Wesson SD9VE. It's basically just a Smith & Wesson version of a Glock. So even like they even had to take the rights or give the rights to these guns to Glock, Glock, to get to use this gun because of how similar it is to a Glock. But it's chambered 9x19. We're using, I think this is 115 grain hollow points because I don't have anything else to shoot out of this thing right now. We're only gonna shoot like 3 rounds of it. But like I said, I'm not very good with handguns, admittedly, but I'm just gonna show it off for you guys. Like I said, little 9mm. The backstory of this is it's actually my mom's, not actually mine, but I use it more than her. So hey, who's to say whose it is? We're gonna go ahead and shoot this thing about 3 times, see if I even hit the target, because like I said, I'm bad with handguns. Don't know if I actually hit the target, but now I'm deaf because fuck ear pro. I feel like getting it and putting it back on. There we go, there's 3 rounds. We'll go ahead and check and see if we even hit it. Like I said, it's about to get dark here. Luckily, I'm on my last gun. Not very good with handguns, like I said. Don't know if I even hit this. Yeah, I have one impact right here. You can see that. There's one impact. And then I think I shot low right here. Right here, shot low. Like I said, not the greatest with a pistol. Only hit the target once from 25 yards. So yeah, I haven't shot very many pistols, but I suck with all of them. Maybe I should just invest in getting a red dot. Maybe I'll shoot better with a red dot. I don't know. But we're on to the last gun. Unfortunately, I'm not going to fire this one. We're just going to talk about it because the thing's a piece of junk. Last gun I'm going to talk about is this, which is let me go prop up. But it's a Heritage Rough Rider revolver. It has 8 rounds. in the cylinder. It's a 22 long rifle. It actually does shoot, but it's just a piece of shit, so I don't use it. Freaking crickets are chirping. All right, but it's a Heritage Rush Rider, like I said, 22 long rifle, has 8 shots in the chamber. The reason I think it's a piece of shit because one of the parts broke on it somehow, and the cylinder does not rotate. See how if I cock it back, there's no round in it, and the safety's on, but as you can see, the cylinder does not rotate because the part in it that rotates the cylinder is broken, and I had to take it out because if I left it in there, the gun wouldn't even cock back. So in order to shoot this thing, what you have to do is cock it back twice, or that was 3 times. Cock it back twice, rotate it, and then lock it into place manually before shooting it. So I do have 22 long rifle rounds, but I do not feel like shooting this thing right now anyway. So yeah, little revolver, little cute little thing. But that's gonna be about it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's pretty late right now. This video is taking me about 50 minutes to record, so it's pretty late right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit something different, a little bit something to celebrate my 100 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. Is that the moon over there? No, that's just a thing on my freaking phone. But like I said, wanted to show off the guns for a couple weeks now, and I finally got the opportunity to do it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, probably do more of this type of content in the future as well. So like I said, hope you guys enjoy it as always, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.